Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. Welcome to our special Saturday presentation / training for Up2Give. My name is Brandon Ivy from Los Angeles, California. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule for being here. As a disclaimer, I am not the CEO of the company. I am not a co-owner of the company. I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I'm simply one of you. I got a phone call a couple of months ago that said, Brandon, we're putting together a company that is right up your field of expertise with blockchain and cryptocurrency. But our focus is going to be on education, philanthropy, and charity. And when I saw it for the first time, I didn't fully understand it because their motto is let's be different, and that's exactly what they are. They are different. So let's talk about that. At Up2Give, we have a strong moral, integral, and purpose-driven vision to change lives around the world through our ecosystem. We're standing on 4 pillars. The first is philanthropy. We are focused on creating a culture of worldwide giving. Education. Reward those who give while teaching them the value behind growing personally. Banking. Bank the unbanked through our giving. And personal causes. Create a social revolution of stories with people whose needs have been met through the Up2Give community. Now, we have built a model where people from around the world can come together, get educated, banked, and skilled on the principles of philanthropy and EQ, emotional intelligence, while creating a culture of global giving. During the education process, we will be teaching members how to utilize one of our tools for giving called the Giving Box. This will allow us to fulfill the purpose of our core principles, as well as help contribute to the stories being shared in our community to engage the social revolution part of our culture. Now, here are some examples of our target areas of focus. Education. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development found that 50% of U.S. adults can't read a book written at an 8th grade level. Lack of formal education results in lower earning power and serious threats to an individual's long-term well-being. Banking. Globally, about 1.7 billion adults remain unbanked without an account at a financial institution or through a mobile money provider. Health. Currently, nearly 1 billion people spend 10% of their household income or more on health expenses for themselves, a sick child, or another family member. In fact, we have some 3.8 billion people around the globe that lack access to basic health care. And because of coronavirus right now, it is putting all the healthcare systems under strain. Housing. Currently over 850 million people, more than the populations of the US and the European Union combined, are living in informal settlements. So what is our ultimate goal? It's simply to empower you and people around the world to contribute toward anyone's cause in our ecosystem, whether it is to help achieve a goal that helps someone in your family, your church, your country, your community. It doesn't matter how big or small that vision or mission is. We will bring the nation together to help support those causes. And with our model being a model of philanthropy, we are confident that the Up2Give family will be there for you. Up2Give is a global correlation movement. Now let's talk about one of the pillars we're standing on. How does someone get educated in our ecosystem? Well, we partner with a company called Success Training Institute. This institute offers cutting-edge soft skills training in audio and video format on things you can learn like leadership, customer service, professional development, personal development, sales, team building, HR management, management training, and much more. In fact, you can even get certified in extensive classes like how to improve your brand and learn self-discipline, goal setting and time management, maintaining focus and self-awareness, empathy, and one thing that we are all under, which is social distancing. How about learning social skills mastery? These are soft skills that are not taught in school, and success leaves clues. Once you learn these skills, you will have success in anything that you do for the rest of your life. It is priceless. We offer state-of-the-art soft skills training designed for individuals, companies, and entrepreneurs. Here you can improve your skills in less than 10 minutes per day, and since everybody is stuck at home, you've got plenty of time. Another pillar that we're standing on is the banking industry. 1.7 billion people in the world are currently unbanked. We partner with a company called Ooh La La that's going to help you join the future of banking. Be the first to send and receive money for a fraction of the cost. Access micro credit offers from your favorite retailers. Pay bills with ease. Build credit. Enjoy online shopping. And take charge of your financial future with our exclusive Ooh La La partnership without the need of having a bank account. Ooh La La is a full-service financial solution designed to empower communities. So how does someone get banked in our ecosystem with Ooh La La? Well, it's going to help facilitate and accelerate financial inclusion with our blockchain-powered platform and app. It's going to help you build a global credit score, access virtual and physical payment cards, secure transactions, personalized offers, bill payments, and more. And with our microcredit offers, it's going to help you to build the credit history, empowering the unbanked and underbanked community. Ooh La La's mission is to offer inexpensive financial services so that you can help establish a credit score that will enable you to participate in the formal financial economy. Now, what are personal causes? This is another pillar. This is what Up2Give is all about. We want to help you to create a social revolution of stories with people whose needs have been met through the Up2Give community. What is your story? What is your cause? It could be anything from, hey, I'm trying to get myself out of debt. I want to raise funds for a nonprofit. I want to help feed the homeless. Because of coronavirus, I lost my paycheck, so I got to pay certain bills and my rent and mortgage. I might be part of a church because of social distancing. We're not allowed to meet on Sundays, and the giving box is going empty, and the donations and the tithing. It doesn't matter what your cause is. Up2Give is going to give you access to a blog where you can create your cause, and we have more than 30,000 causes and growing. So your blog looks like this. For example, providing safe shelter to homeless and abused women and children in crisis. Nearly 20 people per minute are physically abused by an intimate partner in the United States. 10 million people per year, 1 in 4 women, and 1 in 7 men. So you're going to be able to upload a picture of your cause, have a description of what it's all about, and when somebody comes to your website, they've got 2 options when they see your cause. One, they can support your cause, join the community, and create a cause of their own that they can start getting contributions for. Or option number 2, they can be part of the story by contributing to the cause and not joining the Up2Give community. And there'll be a Bitcoin address that they can send the Bitcoin to. We even have a section that we call community causes, which means anybody from around the world can come to our website, scroll through all the 30,000 plus causes. They don't know you, you don't know them, but they may come across your cause, and your cause may touch their heart. And they say, you know, I want to help support this cause. And they contribute to it, and you don't even know who they are. That's the power of the Up2Give ecosystem and community. So how does someone get started? It's very simple. You're going to get back with the person who invited you. You're going to go to their website. You're going to sign up, create an account, and you're going to pay $32. It's $32 a month to Up2Give. This gives you access to Success Training Institute, which, by the way, is more than half off original price. Step 2, you're going to contribute to personal causes in the community, 0.005 Bitcoin. Everything we do is in Bitcoin. And step 3, you're going to share with 2 people. If you can do these 3 things, you're going to have great success with Up2Give. So here's the sign-up process and experience. Maria in California shares her link with John. The moment John clicks on her link, the first thing he will see is her story. John's in London, and once John reads her story, at the end of the message, a pop-up saying, John, would you like to be part of Maria's journey? Click here. Once John has clicked to join, the system will take him to the registration page where he's going to be able to add his own personal information. And now John has 14 days free in the Up2Give community. Now, what does this mean? John has the opportunity to experience our back office and ecosystem. John can take the sample courses we have available in our Up2Give Academy portal, powered by Success Training Institute. John has enough time to decide to become a member or simply contribute to Maria's cause, because you have the option to simply contribute and not join the community. Now let's assume that John decides to join Maria's journey. John has before the 14th day midnight to pay a $32 member fee in Bitcoin for the activation of his education program at Up2Give Academy. He's going to be able to create a story page, have a user link to share it with, and the moment he contributes to Up2Give causes during that same period of time, he becomes a ground zero member of the giving box. Now, the more people who contribute to each other, the more Up2Give will contribute back as well. When you complete stage 3 in the giving box, Up2Give is going to give you a debit card so you can start to monetize the Bitcoin that you've been given through the ecosystem. This is our partnership with Ooh La La. With this step of philanthropy, we will start to help change the banking crisis in the world where so many people lack the opportunity to own a debit card. Also, we will make the service available for purchase if you choose not to wait to receive it for free for a small setup fee. When you complete stage 4, you will have the option of choosing from 12 different cause-driven programs. And once you've made your choice, you're going to be assigned a liaison that will work with you for about 45 days to create a story out of that cause and help it to go viral. Up2Give will contribute on your behalf for reaching stage 4 a maximum of $1,500 to that cause, fulfilling our social revolution part of our 4 pillars. When you complete stage 5, Up2Give is going to reward you with an all-expense-paid trip to a recognition event where top speakers from around the world are going to come to teach about leadership, philanthropy, finance, personal development, and charitable causes. And when you complete stage 6, Up2Give is going to require you to give 12.5% back to the community in the ecosystem. Stage 6 in the giving box is the most critical stage due to the amount of contributions given to your cause. We will require you to be walking hand in hand with the Up2Give founding team to ensure that we maximize your giving potential. So how does Up2Give strive to be compliant? Well, number one, Up2Give does not touch the Bitcoin of anybody. How many times have you seen companies out there that say, give us all your Bitcoin, you can't withdraw it for 8 months to a year, but we're going to trade it on your behalf, and we guarantee that you're going to make 1 to 2% a day on your money. Sounds great until the owners run off with everybody's Bitcoin before you have a chance to withdraw. We're sick and tired of those scams out there. Everyone wants and looks for something legitimate. See here, Up2Give does not touch your Bitcoin. The Bitcoin is peer-to-peer. In fact, Up2Give does not have a compensation plan. What? Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But we take advantage of the greatest financial revolution the world has ever seen, called cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology and Bitcoin. Why? 3 reasons. Number one, Bitcoin is decentralized. It is not controlled by a government, a bank, a boss or CEO or a business. It is open source. It belongs to the people. It cannot be manipulated or changed. Number 2, Up2Give Bitcoin is universal in value. 1 Bitcoin in Japan is worth 1 Bitcoin in Australia, Canada, United States. It doesn't matter. There are no borders. And number 3, it is permissionless. You don't need a bank, Western Union, or a bank wire to transfer Bitcoin anywhere. There's no limit on how much you can send. You can send to anybody in the world that has another Bitcoin wallet, as easy as sending an email with a small minimum fee, and it's almost instant. The only thing that Up2Give gets is the $32 that goes towards your Success Training Institute. Number 2, Up2Give is a major contributor in collective causes. That is stage 4. And number 3, Up2Give is a giving model that even for nonprofit identities such as churches is presented as a revolution of offerings in the ministry. The more they give each other, the more they receive. And soon you'll start seeing presentations strictly designed for churches in the ministry. So what do you receive for the $32 per month? An entire ecosystem that will allow you to share your story to the world through our Up2Give.com blog. Access to our global education community at the Up2Give Academy, powered by Success Training Institute. Access to Bank the Unbanked with our partner, Ooh La La. Access to the Giving Box, which allows you to be part of our community blog, and social revolution stories that are inspired by the members' philanthropical culture and cause-driven movement. Rewards for giving back to the community and their causes, which allows Up2Give to partner with you and create stories of our own when you start reaching stage 4 and above. So how does the contributing actually work? Let's talk about the Giving Box. And I am going to take a little bit of time on this because I'm going to be talking in real time as to what is happening right now. So please pay close attention so that we don't have the same questions asked at the end that I'm about to answer right now. So the Giving Box. It is a voluntary tool designed so that you can increase your resources to help more causes and at the same time improve the lives of those who participate. We have one global community line. There is no such thing as teams here anymore. You might be used to that. Remember I said we are let's be different. This is not a matrix. This is not a binary. This is not a unilevel that you might be used to. It is just one global community line. Everybody helps to benefit everybody. So step one, you're going to pay your $32 to Up2Give for Success Training Institute. Step two, you're going to contribute to personal causes in the Up2Give community, 0.005 Bitcoin. This puts you in our ground zero of the giving box. If you do not contribute 0.005, you will not be in ground zero, even if you pay your $32. This is why I said there is no compensation plan. $32 is what you're paying for Up2Give. The giving box is separate. So now that you're in ground zero, here's what happens with the global community line. The next person anywhere around the world that joins ground zero is going to fall in the global community line after you. Now, once you share with individuals, you start to receive contributions. But on the ground zero, you're able to see the growth of the company after you, all the way down. You can see everybody that's joining the community. The next step of what you're going to do is when you share with two people, if you share with only one person, you're going to receive 50% of the contribution. If you share with two people, you're going to receive 100% contributions, which is 0.01. What do I mean by that? Well, you contributed 0.005, but you received 0.01. Now we're going to pretend that Bitcoin is worth $10,000 a coin. Last time I looked, I think it's at $7,200 right now. So you're going to contribute $50 and you're going to receive 100. We have 6 stages after ground zero. To qualify to get off of ground zero, you must share this with 2 people. Once you get to stage 1, the only qualification needed to receive all contributions is that you have 40 individuals who are also in stage 1 in the global community line after you. Do your 2 people that you personally shared it with need to go to stage 1? No. They can still be on ground zero. However, 40 from the global community line, you max out. Stage 2, every stage has a number. Stage 2, it's 80. Stage 3, it's 160. Stage 4 is 320. Stage 5 is 640. And stage 6 is 1024. The higher stage you are, the more you're contributing and the more you're receiving. So let's look at the contributing and receiving side. Pay close attention to this because for whatever reason, people get tripped up on this. You contributed $50 on ground zero. You shared it with 2 people. You received $100. That's 0.01 Bitcoin. Right now it's less than, it's about 70-something dollars. To move to stage 1, you need to contribute that whole $100. Let me repeat this. To move to stage 1, you need to contribute that entire $100. Now you're on stage 1. You're qualified to receive up to $200 worth of Bitcoin, 0.02. And again, we are assuming Bitcoin is worth $10,000 a coin because somebody's still going to ask me that question. Brandy, you said I was going to get $200 and only got 170. So here's what's going to happen. Once you receive the 200, how? When you have 40 individuals in the global community line on stage 1, you can receive $200 worth of Bitcoin. What happens if you don't have 40? Let's say you have 20. Well, then you're going to receive partial contributions. You don't get nothing until you reach 40. You'll still get something on your way to 40. That's why it is up to $200 worth of Bitcoin. What are you going to do? You're going to contribute $100 back, 0.01. This is what trips people up. You're contributing $100 twice. $100 to get to stage 1 and $100 to get to stage 2. Only difference is now is you're keeping 100 as well. Stage 2, you're qualified to receive up to $400 worth of Bitcoin once you have 80 individuals in your global community line. Once again, The 2 you've shared on ground zero do not need to be on stage 1 or 2. The global community line takes over. Once you have 80 in your global community line, that's where you max it out for $400. What are you going to do? You're going to contribute half of that back, $200. So you get to keep $200. Now you go to stage 3. Stage 3, you're qualified to receive up to $1,600 worth, 0.16 Bitcoin. Once you have 160 people in your global community line. Some people thought that was a negative. They're like, Brandon, what happened? I like the old way better. Really? This way you have the entire global world working in your benefit. You're going to contribute 0.05 Bitcoin, $500, to move up to stage 4. But I want to stop right here for a second, because right now, and I'm going to share it again, when I share screen and show the back office after the presentation on the training side. Individuals woke up this morning and they started receiving contributions from ground zero. So I have people on stage 2 and 3 this morning. How come I haven't received contributions yet? A little bit of common sense. The people on ground zero now are going to contribute their $100 to move up to stage 1. The people on stage 1 are going to receive their contributions. Then they need to contribute to move up to stage 2. Now the people on stage 2 receive their contributions. Now they contribute, and you get yours if you're already on stage 3 right now. It's a domino effect. Give it time. It just started this morning. So after all your contributions you've given up to this point, you have given 500, 700, 200, and 100. That's $800 you've contributed. What are you keeping? $1,400 worth of Bitcoin. $1,400 every reset, which is every 60 days, which means every month, that's $700 worth of Bitcoin. Every single month. What did you have to do? You just shared with 2 people who contributed $50 on ground zero. I got to make this point. Can you share with more? Absolutely. That's going to make things move faster. I shared it with more than 100. I think now I'm over 120. Don't just share it with 2. You want to share with the world, especially everybody needs it right now. But an extra $700 a month. But it doesn't stop there. Stage 4. Once you contribute to 500, you're qualified to receive up to 0.8 Bitcoin, $8,000 worth. Once you have 320 members from the global community line in stage 4 after you, you're going to contribute 0.25 back, $2,500. So here's the pattern. The more you contribute, the more you receive, which means you keep $5,500. So if you add all that up, that's $6,900 worth of Bitcoin, 0.69 every reset, more than $3,400 a month. Could that help anybody out? I know that in the United States, everybody's waiting for their economic stimulus package from the government, which comes out to, for a family or a couple, $2,400 from a husband and wife that file jointly. I don't know what it is in other countries. I know Canada, they're giving them $2,000 a month. In some countries, they're not getting anything. But you shared with 2 individuals. You got started at a good time. This is where is timing and positioning is everything in this. And you ride the wave of the global community. We are all helping to build. And next thing you know, you have $3,400 a month worth of Bitcoin every single month. What could this help you out? It doesn't stop there. Now, to get to stage 5, there's a qualification. The qualification is you must help 2 individuals to go through these stages as well. One of them needs to receive all contributions from stage 3, and the other needs to have contributed to stage 4. That qualifies you to move up to stage 5, where you now can earn up to or receive up to 8 Bitcoin, $80,000 worth. once you have 640 members in stage 5 after you globally, you're going to contribute 1 whole Bitcoin back. So you keep 70,000. Stage 6, what is the qualification? You must help one personal receive all contributions from stage 4 and another personal that contributes to stage 5. There you're qualified to receive up to 64 Bitcoin every single reset. You do the math on how much that is. Now that is not what impresses me. What impresses me is the fact that this company is all about philanthropy and charity. And these individuals are contributing the most, 12.5% back. We're talking about more than $50,000 a month in contributions going back to the ecosystem in philanthropy and charity and charitable causes. That is what is impressive. So I hope this made sense. It is simple. Don't complicate it. You contribute, you receive. Why haven't I received anything yet? Because the people after you haven't contributed yet. Once they do and you're qualified, and they're qualified, you will receive. So in summary, pay, contribute, share, receive. Step 1, you're going to pay $32 to Bitcoin in Bitcoin to Up2Give. Step 2, you're going to contribute to personal causes of the community, 0.005 Bitcoin. And then step 3, you're going to share it with 2 people. If you can do that, you're going to have great success. So that is the presentation. You've got 2 choices to make. Get back with the person who invited you. Choice number 1, I'm in. Where do I sign up? Let's get started. Great. Stick around because I'm going to go and switch into training side, and I want to show the back office part so you understand what you're looking at and what you're about to see. That part is not presentation. Just want to make that point clear. It's for training purposes. We'll get you plugged into our Facebook groups, our Telegram group. Those of you that complete stage 4, you'll be added to our special leaders group on our WhatsApp. But the second type of person says, you know what, Brandon, this is not for me. And I understand it's not for everybody. We still love you, but at least do the person who invited you a favor. Ask to see their cause and contribute to it. Even if it's only $5, whatever you can afford, help them out for thinking about you to share something with you. But I have another request as well. Please find something else. Because normally, this is what I would say at this point. Today is Saturday. 2 days from now, Monday's going to roll around, so you're enjoying your weekend, and you're getting ready for a brand new weekend if you're working a job. Under normal circumstances, you will wake up before the sun came up, rush off to rush hour traffic to go to a job you may not like, to work with people you may not stand, to eat lunch at 12 when you're hungry at 11, to ask permission to go to the bathroom as if you are a child, hoping you might get a Christmas raise or a bonus. If you're lucky enough not to get fired or laid off and work for that same job for 40 years, you're going to retire, depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. Those were the good old days. We live in a brand new world now of coronavirus that is disrupting everything. 97% of Americans are told to stay home, can't work. So if you can't work, you're not getting a paycheck, which means you can't pay your bills, you can't buy groceries and food. Kids still get hungry, and the bills still need to be paid. Your only hope is trying to get a government stimulus check that's only one time. What are you going to do the next month and the next month? Because we don't know how long this is going to last. But then you might be what's called an essential worker, which means you're blessed to still be able to go to work, but you're now putting yourself and your family's health at risk. So God bless all of our first responders, our nurses, our doctors, the police, the fire department, and then the ones you don't really think about. What about bus drivers and postal workers and the people that work at the grocery store? So they're like, look, I got to work to pay the bills, but I'm risking getting sick at the same time. I'm here to tell you there's a third choice. We have record number of people filing for unemployment in the United States. We have more than 14 billion Google searches going on for people looking for ways to make money from home. So if you choose not to do this, then please find something else. Now, as a disclaimer, this is a brand new opportunity with minimum data. These new enhancements just went live a couple of days ago. Contributions just got started this morning. We're just getting started. There are no income claims allowed. We don't play that game. This is not a 6-month get-rich-quick Ponzi scheme. This is legitimate business with a legitimate service. We want you to be able to go to sleep at night knowing that when you wake up tomorrow, the company will still be here. And your success depends on you. Yeah, we are all working for the benefit of each other. But at the end of the day, your success is going to be dependent on you because you need to share with at least 2 just to get off the ground zero. So that is it with the presentation side. I am going to now be switching to the partial training side. And I don't know if any of the Course 7 or Dr. Alberto or anybody is on. If you guys are on, raise your hand because I may ask for your assistance. We will do a limited number of question and answer. But I am going to, let me stop share real quick. I want to bring up a back office. And let me turn on the chat box too. Yeah, Dr. Alberto's there. All right, let me make sure he can unmute himself. All right, Dr. Alberto, is there anything you wanted to share before I go into this training side, or you want to hold off?
I'm going to hold off. Can you hear me, Brandon?
Yes, I can. Great, because I'm going to come to you for when we start the questions.
No problem.
All right, so now I'm going to bring up our back office. Oh, wait. I got to show you guys the new website first. Some of you may not have seen it. What am I doing here? I'm not going to skip that part yet. I've been getting great feedback from the field about you guys love the website. You know, let us know in the chat box how do you guys feel about this and the website and how it's looking. So this is our brand new website. I like the new logo, Up2Give, philanthropy made easy. Here's something that, who did I hear this from? I think it was Leon or Jerry Lopez himself. Might have been Leon Ferreira from South Africa that said, you know, we're not sharing this to sign people up to be distributors or signing people up to be, you know, recruiting sales agents. We're looking for people who we can help become philanthropers. Philanthropers. That's what this is all about. How many of you have ever been a philanthropist before? That's what we're creating here, a community and an ecosystem of philanthropists. That's what this is all. Here's our website. Take the time, and I'm not going to do it now, I did it the other day, to click on everything. I love this new video here, minute and a half inspirational message from the CEO. But take your time to click on everything here. It's very cool. You can even, this is a great tool to use when you're sharing with others. You know, they can you tell me more about it? Yeah, let me show you the website. You can go all through this. So let's log in. Give me 1 second here. And again, as a disclaimer, this is for training purposes only. This is not meant as a presentation or enticement or anything. Just to show you guys how to navigate your back office and what you're seeing so that we could prevent a flood of support tickets that come in and asking your upline questions. So when you first get started, you want to make sure you create your cause. And you're going to want to upload your Bitcoin address that you're going to receive Bitcoin. Upload your Bitcoin address and lock it in. People say, well, what's my website to market? Well, you click on marketing, it's going to give you a website address. So under causes, you can create your cause, you can view your cause afterwards. Then you want to take a look at the resources tab we have down here, especially the FAQs. FAQs, frequently asked questions, before you start asking questions. One of my biggest pet peeves is that we spend so much time doing presentations and trainings, putting our time in the Facebook groups and the Telegram and WhatsApp, only to have people that never go to any of those, but they want to send you a message or call you and ask 1,000,001 questions. I'd love to give that time to everybody, but you just can't. If you get that from 500 people, there's not enough time. That's why we have these tools in place. Please use them. We also have video training. So when you look at the video training, we have tutorial videos on some basic things that's going to cover some questions that you might already ask. So take advantage of that as well. So ground zero, blah, blah, blah. And we'll be adding more videos to this. One I still haven't completed yet is the new presentation video with these new slides. I think I can do it in 15 minutes or less for those that are ADD and short attention span and can't sit down for 25 minutes. I'm going to record a 15-minute one and we'll have that uploaded soon. So then you're looking at your dashboard. Let's say, okay, you paid your $32. You've written up your cause. You've got your Bitcoin address in your back office. Now what to do next? Well, you're going to contribute your 0.005. So you just click on My Giving box. My BTC wallet is where you're going to add your wallet, your Bitcoin address, but you're going to click on Ground Zero. Now, this has already been paid for, Ground Zero, but here's what you're going to be displayed. You're going to see a bunch of different causes that's going to pop up that says your contribution is going to these causes. Those causes are just for you to view. Below all those causes is going to be a box that says pay with Bitcoin. That is where you make your 0.005 contribution, not clicking on a cause to view it, reading the cause, and then paying for it in that site. No, 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 no. You do it on the main page here, underneath all of the causes. That's just there for you to display so that you can see them. So whatever stage you're on, and you reach a point to go to the next stage, it will let you know what you need to do to qualify or what needs to happen. Right now, it's going to tell you whether you've got 2 on stage 2 on ground zero, and then it may say you've received 2 out of 16 or 4 or whatever that is. Understand that we did not reset everybody to ground zero. As a result, we have old mixed in with the new. So we're not going to have a clean reset until May 15th. So whatever numbers that was displaying for you before April 15th is the old. So say you've received partial contributions or no contributions on your stage. Then the moment the system reset and you say, oh, the back office says I've got 200 people under me, how come I haven't received any contributions yet? Those are the old numbers. You can't double dip on what was already contributed to. It's when the new numbers come out. So let me show this so that you have an understanding. And as a, this is your business, take note of it. So ground zero, when you click on ground zero, what did I do? I went to my organization, current giving box. Ground zero. This number over here says the Up2Give community currently has 35,850 members. That is how many people came through our doors and paid the $32 or $99 for the founders early on from the beginning. Then you're going to have your ground zero. Well, we just had like 500 members join in 24 hours. It's going to show you how many members have gone into ground zero after you. It also shows you how many personals that have gone through ground zero. You only need 2, but you want more than 2. Then you're going to have, it gives you the whole list of who all these people are. 10,526. Okay, now you go to stage 1. Stage 1 is going to show you the same information, but it's now going to show you how many individuals is in the stage 1 global community line after you. Now, this is where it's so important, especially for those of you in the old system that have reached stage 2, 3, or 4. And you're saying, where's my contributions? When the 15th rolled out, and we had the 48-hour grace period, and the Bitcoin started rolling out this morning, it went out to all the ground zero people that were brand new, that got started, that contributed 005. Think about it. You didn't have to contribute to ground zero again. Hold on, I'm hearing some background noise of me. Oh, that's Alberto. Let me unmute you for a second, Alberto. All right. So you did not have to contribute back to ground zero. So you're still at your current stage. So you need the new blood to reach you. So right now, all the ground zero people, all of those contributions are going out. Then what's going to happen is they're going to contribute to move to stage 1. When that happens, all the stage 1 people will start to receive contributions. And then the stage 1 people are going to contribute to stage 2. So let's say you're already on stage 2 right now in the old system. Here it shows, whoa, 1,163 people. So now all those stage 1 people, when they start contributing to stage 2, that's going to start counting towards your numbers. What are those numbers again? 40, stage 1, 80, 160, 320. So before you call Chris and customer service, you ask Alberto, myself, Kathy, Colleague, how come I haven't received my contributions? How many people from the 15th have hit your global community line in your stage? Do a little bit of work, please. Because we can't look at every single account. Common sense here. So you add that up. Those of you that are on stage 3, and you've got a number below you, and you know on stage 3, it's needed 160 people. So on this account, it's showing 275. This number does not count. Contributions for these have already gone out. So stage 3, another 160 people. Now, how fast can that happen? Well, let's look again. How many people is currently on stage 2? 1,063. If just half of them contribute to go to stage 3, if just 25% of them did it, you maxed out your stage 3. Now understand, you got to look at the stage below you, what that number is, and watch to see how many of those people move to the stage you're on. Same thing for those of you that's on stage 4. Congratulations, because you got to stage 4 under the old system. 2, sharing with 2, who share with 2, who share with 2, who share with 2. Do you realize that just by doing that, you're automatically going to qualify from your personal efforts to go through stage 5 and 6? Congratulations. Now it is just the community line taking over, the global community line. So if you're on stage 4 and stage 4 number is 320. You want to max out contributions for stage 4. You need 320 new blood, new members. So here, if it says 73, this is old numbers. So where's the 200 something coming from? Well, again, you look at stage 3. How many people are currently on stage 3 below you? 275. When these individuals start receiving their contributions from those that were on stage 2, and they move up to stage 4, now your global community line on stage 4 is starting to fill up. And that's going to happen quickly, because just on stage 2 right now, we've got 1,163 people. Will they have to do any more of anything to get to stage 4? No, they've already qualified with their 2 on ground zero. It's just a matter of the global community line doing the rest. So now I foresee not 1,163, but I'm just looking at stage 1 people. There's currently 3,598 below this account. Imagine 3,000 of them are now on stage 4. 3,000 of them get to stage 4 in the next 2 weeks. That means those of you that's already on stage 4, or for that matter, you're on stage 3 as well, 'cause it's going to push you up. And what's that number again? 320. You max out stage 4 with just the people we already have right now in the system. Now, here's another number to follow and for you to understand. There will always be people in ground zero. Ground zero will never go to 0. Why? Because the only way you get off ground zero is by sharing with 2 people. So for 1 person that gets off ground zero, 2 more are added to ground zero. And that's a good thing. So the higher up you see this number go, that means there's new people joining and more people going into stage 1. So if you want to kind of put your pulse to the growth of the company, you look at the ground. As an example, stage 1, if we've got 3,598 people there, and if this grows to, let's say, another 1,000, that meant at least 2,000 more individuals were added to ground zero. Now, just what, 2.5 weeks ago, if that, this number was below 6,000, which meant, and the stage 1 number was below 1,000, which meant we've had a lot of people that have been going to work, helping those on ground zero get their 2 to move to stage 1. We want to see this number eventually is going to get to 50,000, 100,000. But by doing that, that means we've got like 50,000 on stage 1 going through. This is when things start to go viral. So I don't know how much better I can explain this. Understand, we want to keep this simplistic. If you go to buy a Tesla, you're not going to be all of a sudden a mathematical and computer science whiz to understand how a Tesla does what it does before you buy the car. Simple steps, 1, 2, and 3. Step 1, you sign up and you pay the $32. Step 2, you write your cause and you contribute 0.005. And step 3, you share with 2 people. Rinse and repeat. That's it. That's all you need to focus on. Let me look at if there's questions here. So let's see. I actually have someone on Telegram blowing me up with quadrillions of questions. Exactly. I also, whenever I do a presentation, that's when I have the most people blowing me up, asking me questions when they should be on the training or presentation. I know how that is. The sustainable system to give the unbanked. Yep. Thank you. Okay. I have the patience of the angel. Barely. Sometimes I reach my limit. It takes a while to get there, but I understand. If I can't explain this to my mother, it's not going to work. Let's see. Any questions? In fact, if you have a question, raise your hand on the chat box feature, and we will let you share whatever question you have. Please, and not customer service type questions, legitimate questions. That is a good question. Do we move stages every 48 hours? I don't think so. Dr. Alberto, let me, because I forgot to ask this question. Where'd you go? Let me unmute you.
Okay.
Is that 48 hours? That was just for just the one time because we didn't go a full reset, right? Or are they doing another 48 hours?
That is correct. First of all, fantastic job, Brandon. Another amazing job with the training and the explanation that you shared along with the presentation. There are many new people on here. We want to welcome you and thank those individuals who shared the gift of Up2Give with you. Many of us who have been here for a while and many of you who are on the line had no idea what a blessing this gift was going to be for us. because we never anticipated the pandemic to take place. But we know it's occurring, and we're gifting people all around the world right now, so I'm grateful for that. So Brandon, yes, we had the merger of the two systems that started for this particular new cycle. So the 48 hours will not be taking place on a regular basis. You're going to see things happening much more instantaneously from moving on. That was just during this period as they completed the merger between the two systems to make them one. So I do have some good news for some of you who are new, and this is your first time on this. But before I even share the good news with you, I want to be able to make sure I give you some real important information. Today's webinar is a regularly scheduled webinar and training. Please lock it into your calendar. You have no idea how many times, whether it's Brandon, myself, or others, received messages, when's the next one? I just missed it. What happened? Oh my God. Please lock it into your calendar. It's 12 noon Eastern every single Saturday. If you don't know the list and schedule of our regularly scheduled presentations, please go into the Telegram chat or into the social media pages. So the good news is that there was a lot of information that was given here today, especially on the training. But this is recorded, and this will be uploaded for you to review again. So later on this afternoon, this generally takes an hour to two at most, and Brandon does upload this to social media, our official Facebook groups, the Up2Give sharing page, as well as our Telegram channel. And you will have an opportunity to review this and view it over and over again until you fully grasp it and understand it, because it was masterfully done. And once you get it, I'm going to apologize in advance because you will not sleep like you've been sleeping regularly. Once you understand the power of what's here and the possibilities that Up2Give brings not only to you, but your family and those around the world, you're going to see and feel what we feel. We just thankful and welcome you to our record-breaking week in our community here at Up2Give. So Brandon, what questions do we have other than that 48 hours?
Well, I'm feeling good because I don't see any other questions. Wait. Just wanted to ask, ground zero contributions have been done today morning, but we are still waiting for stage one contributions. Exactly. So now that the people on ground zero are getting their contributions, now they're going to contribute to move to stage one. When they do that, then you'll start to get stage one contributions. And then those people on stage one are going to contribute to move to stage two. That means the people on stage two will start getting those contributions, and so forth and so forth. So this is going to be a very interesting week, explosive week. I don't know how fast this is going to move, though. This is the first time we're doing it this way. So that's why I'm saying probably, a week before it starts to reach back to stage 2 and 3 and 4 and so forth. And then when the system resets on May 15th and everybody goes back to ground zero, it's going to be party time on that one too. All right, let's see, exam stage 3, the $1,100, is that mine or is that counted as the $1,100? That's yours. That's what you get to keep. So if you're on stage 3, you're on stage 3 and you receive the $1,600, you're contributing 0.05 and you keep $1,100.
Okay, and again, keep in mind, everyone, that's based on $10,000 for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin being at $10,000. It's important. I want everyone to understand that if you have members or anyone you know that's in ground zero, it is imperative and important for them, because you want to make sure they achieve their success and their causes get funded the way they want to. Make sure they make their contribution to ground zero. It's not just about making the membership payment. If they want to be able to have their causes receive contributions and be able to be part of the Giving Boss community, they have to make their 0.005 contribution to ground zero. The more people they get off of ground zero, the faster they move out of ground zero, the faster stages 1, 2, 3, and 4 will also receive contribution. So get on the phone with everyone you know what's going on around the world. Help people today. All right? Go ahead, Brendan. I'm sorry. Just wanted to add that.
Well, this one's for you as well. When will the ministry presentations begin?
That's a great question. I've been getting a lot of that. So based upon what we've been receiving, and all the demand, because it's been great demand. I am going to schedule one on Wednesday, and I will do one on Friday as well, because we don't have regularly scheduled presentations on Friday. So I will host one on Friday as well. So there's two questions that I always ask, because I've been doing private Zooms for pastors, ministers, religious leaders, rabbis, imams all around the world. There's a question that I always ask so I can best serve them, and the members of our community can as well. And that is the first question: how has this pandemic financially impacted you and your ministry? Number one. Second question is, how has the pandemic affected financially your members as well? And the reason I always like to have this information before we do these calls is to gather, as like we like to say, data, because it helps us better explain how Up2Give can help each and every one of you around the world and the ministries that you're representing as well. It's so important to best serve each individual, but providing the right information for them helps them better understand the gift, the value, and the benefit of what we can bring to them, and so can you. Okay, so just make sure you get that information. I'll have it posted up probably on Monday with the times, so you'll all be tuned in. It'll be on social media pages. Next questions.
And that means it's also going to be up on our calendar. So your calendar will be your time zone. So you're looking at my calendar right now. So of course it's showing Pacific time zone for me. So when you pull up the calendar in your own back office, it will show calendar time zone for you, wherever you are. Okay, next question is, saying 1,024 members must be on stage 6 before anyone gets to 64 Bitcoin.
What was that again?
You want to answer that?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, are you saying that you need to have 1,024 members on stage 6 before anyone gets to 64 Bitcoin?
No. You need to have 1,024 members contributing before you complete. During this presentation, Brandon did state that it's up to, meaning that there are individuals who are going to be making contributions along the way. So you will, once you have the full amount, you will receive the full contribution. Prior to that, you will receive partial contributions. It may be 1 Bitcoin, maybe 10, it may be 23 Bitcoins. So you will be receiving contributions as members contribute to that level in that stage. Next question.
Fantastic. And I answered this question 5 times in the presentation, but to be clear, if my 2 not following system, can I receive payment from Global Line? Let me repeat.
No.
Well, go ahead, Alberto. Maybe they need to hear your voice, because I said it already, but go ahead.
Let me answer this one, because I think it's important. This call is being recorded, and I need you guys to get it. Brandon, as he said, had stated this, and we probably repeated this several times. So it's important for you guys to understand how everything works, which is why we record it and share it with you. Go back and view the recording again so that you fully understand it. Make sure you check the FAQs before anything else. It's a great question. It's an important question. You will receive partial contributions, but I want you to know that you should go back and view this so that you fully grasp it. So I just wanted to share that, Brandon.
Well, here's the answer, guys. And this is why we're going to go viral, why we're going to have so much success, why we're going to help so many people, because we removed the #1 restriction that you guys were asking us to do. You only need to share with 2 individuals on ground zero to move off of ground zero. Does that mean that you shouldn't share with more? No, 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 no. You should always share with more, but the qualification is 2. Now, you will still receive from the Global Line on stages 1, 2, 3, and 4 if you have 2 qualified on ground zero. It is not until you're ready to move to stage 5 that you need to help personals also reach stage 3 and 4. So again, I'm going to say this one more time, because he said this is a simple question. It's a simple answer. You only need 2 in the Global Line, even if they don't follow you, so that you can receive payment from the global community on stages 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I hope that makes that clear. Okay, so how How do I get the calendar then? Let me show it again, because I did it live for everybody. You're in your back office, and right next to dashboard at the top, it says calendar. Here's another thing you guys should do, and this is how I learn. When I get to a website, I click just to see what it does, so that I don't have to call and ask somebody, can you tell me where this is? Can you tell me where that is? But, you know, just take the time to go through your back office, and you can click on everything. Let's see. How do we make an appointment with Dr. Alberto? Dr. Alberto?
Okay, so this is what you can do. You can reach out through me through the Telegram chat, because everyone should be on Telegram, and you can send me a private message, and I'll be happy to get back to you on that, and we can schedule whatever you need to schedule. So guys, also, because we do have many new people in here, we do have a YouTube channel. We have tutorials on how to set up your cards, how to make contributions, how to set up your wallet. We have great tutorials up there to help you step by step. I happen to love YouTube. I mean, many of us use it for cooking, for repairs, for whatever it is. The beautiful thing is you can always pause and rewind and go over it all over again. So please, I encourage each and every one of you to subscribe to our YouTube channels as well. Get the information, get all the trainings that we have, in addition to the resource centers that we have here in the back office. You guys have tools here. We haven't gone through all the tools that you have available to you for the sake of time, but familiarize yourself, as Brandon Ivy just shared with you, with this back office. It's going to help you tremendously.
All right. Also, the reset is going to be every 60 days for now, which means the first one, it will be on May 15th. And then the next one after that won't be until July 15th. Joel, you still can't find the calendar tab. Look, you can see my screen right now. You're in your back office. At the top, it says dashboard, and then it says calendar. All right, and you're Up2Give Academy. All right. My cousin Marnita from Colorado. You're welcome, cousin. Says a wonderful presentation. Yana, okay, yeah, you guys are helping them. When you start the new revolution, to start receive contribution in my following, what? When start the new revolution? Jahangir, I'm not understanding that question, but I'll answer it like this. The grace period is over. Contributions are flowing out right now. So when individuals from the previous stage contribute to the stage you're on, then you will start to receive contributions, and your back office will let you know how many you've received and how many you have left to receive. Let's see. At level 5, we need to move up our 2 directs. That's correct. Let's see. Oh, that is it. And we went past the hour. And so I will try to keep this short, because people that they look at the recording and see an hour plus and won't even watch it because they think it's too long. So with that, is there anything else you'd like to share, Dr. Alberto, before we go ahead and dismiss?
No, I just want to welcome everyone again. Congratulations on making the decision. For those of you who've been with us for a while, I'm grateful for it, because I understand what's happening for you and where you're headed, and your causes as well. So please continue sharing the gift of Up2Give. Contact me on the Telegram channels if you want to set up anything specific, and make sure you connect all the Zoom calls through the calendar on your phones and on your tablets, as well as your laptops. God bless you all.
All right, everybody. I am doing a presentation tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's not going to be this detailed. It'll be 25 minutes long. So all you have to do is invite. You get with your people on ground zero. You let them invite 10 people. If you have 10 guests, you will have 2 that will sign up, and you're off ground zero. I can't express the importance of getting off ground zero as fast as possible. And congratulations to my cousin. I think you're on stage 1 or 2 now. So I can't express the importance of getting off ground zero ASAP. So help your members, get with them to invite for tonight. Tomorrow we'll be doing the leadership training call at same time as this, 12 p.m. Eastern. That is open for the entire company. It's not a presentation. It's just a leadership for the community, where if you have any new members that have joined over the previous week, You want to bring them there. We'll share some updates. We'll hear what's going on in your business and a little bit of training. And then I'll do another presentation tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Okay, man's blowing me up because you have one question. All right, sir, I'm going to unmute you. Please, let's keep this short because I wanted to close this out, but I'll let you get your question in. All right, go right ahead, sir.
Hello.
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah. How are you, sir?
Fantastic.
Okay. I'm Wahidul Jaman from Malaysia.
Malaysia. All right. Go right ahead.
Okay, sir. I have one question to you. Number one question. From 15 March to next continue, our receipt will be 30 days or 16 days?
Are you talking about the reset?
Our next reset will be, duration will be 30 days or 60 days?
Well, the next reset is going to be on May 15th, 30 days from now. And then after that, it's going to be every 60 days, which means the next one after May 15th will be July 15th.
Okay, sir. And another question. Just now about coronavirus, management given the announcement, a special announcement for coronavirus and COVID-19 for giving change the system. If anyone had to complete the ground zero through referral ground zero, then he will go to the level stress free. So this system, it will be continue permanent system, or just it's just a 1 month it will be continue?
Oh no, this is continuous period. I know that the CEO made this announcement to help those during the coronavirus and COVID-19 as a plan B, but it's not just for a month or two. This is permanent.
Plan B will be permanent system, right? Plan B.
That's
I
correct.
think Plan B, it will this system will be the continue next.
That's correct. It'll be continual.
Okay, sir. Thanks for replying
No
to me.
problem. No problem. And welcome from Malaysia. I didn't know we had members in Malaysia, so you might be one of the first.
We have another big team in Bangladesh. Bangladesh have a big team, and Malaysia have another team. So just pray for us. We'll be continue, and hopefully within shortly our some people will be achieve the stage 6. Just pray for us and support us. Thank you.
Absolutely.
You got it.
Let me ask a question though. The gentleman from Malaysia, who was your sponsor?
My sponsor name is Jahangir, and our applying name is Raju.
Okay.
And Raju applying is Mr. John.
Okay. Excellent.
Sir,
Excellent.
thank you.
All right, everybody, that is it. We will be for presentation tonight and then back tomorrow for our team leadership call. Thank you for joining us. Let's have a lot of fun this week. It's going to be very, very explosive. We want to hear your success stories. And those of you I might have to change up because we send out those that reach complete stage 3 and 4, we give you your own personal banner with your picture on it. But because of these new, we eliminated the restrictions, we're going to have a flood of people on stage 3. I might have to move it to just stage 4 and 5 or 5 and 6. We'll see how the flow comes through because I'll be just doing that all day long. But I love doing that because we want to recognize you guys for your hard work and getting to that stage, but I might have to move it up to stage 4 and 5. Anyways, have a great day, everybody. See you tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. God bless. Bye-bye.